My series is someone who doesn't watch any sports, but who's watched every match of the World Cup and has many, many thoughts. Is gum allowed on the field? I feel like I'm seeing people chew gum, and that feels dangerous to me, no? If they bite their tongue off or choke. Algeria versus Austria, incredible. One thing I loved about this match was how friendly it was. Like, no flopping, no diving. They were really trying to play the game. That's what I like to see. I really liked player 7 from Algeria, Mahrez. Yeah, he did a couple of step overs in the match. Loved it. That first goal Algeria made was epic. Player 7, Mahrez, fell after the Austrian player grabbed his leg. And then player 17, Bengali, then he got the ball and went through 3 people to kick it in. That's the type of hustle and hunger I want to see on the field. Then there was another goal with player 8 from Algeria, Awa. He passed it perfectly to player 7. I thought it was going to go somewhere else, but no, he got it. And it was cute because it was player 8, player 7. You know what I mean? 7, 8. Cute. But the final goal that Austria made on Algeria was incredible. I don't even like when they use their heads to make the goals that much, but 2 people, it went 1-2 on their heads and then it got in. Austria was so down after Algeria made that goal and then boop, what a vibe. Colombia versus Portugal. Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. I don't know. I still prefer this player 8, Bruno, and player 11, João Felix. I do think Colombia played a little better. They felt more organized. Portugal felt anxious to me. Relax. What happened to all that yummy chemistry you guys have? Obviously, this was one of my favorite matches so far because player 18 on Portugal, I think Pedro Neto, kissed the head of player 22 on Colombia, Machado. Ooh! Computer. It was all my computer dreams come true. It's so cute. Jordan versus Argentina. I keep hearing people say Argentina is nothing without Messi. I don't think so. All the players are feathers. They're so light on the field, almost on their toes. At one point, player 2 on Argentina, Senesi, he was chasing the ball and then he fell and slid and kicked the ball while he was on the ground, on his side. Okay, athlete. Almada, I think he's player 16. He ran through 3 people at one point. It was incredible. Congo versus Uzbekistan. Congo had incredible jerseys. The red and gold was so yummy. In this match, I disagreed with every yellow card the ref gave out to Congo, especially to player 7, Mboko, taking that first goal away. What was he supposed to do? Tape his hands together? And on that note, I did not like Uzbekistan's attitude this whole match. This is actually a theme I'm noticing with a lot of the matches. If you can't keep up, you'll likely foul a lot. The grabbing, the pushing. It's because you can't keep up. Wissa, player 20, had a brace. 2 goals. When he made that penalty, I thought he was gonna fall. I really thought he was gonna slip, but I think that was strategy. I think that was intentional. But that man's last goal was nasty work. It slipped through the whole Uzbekistan team. And all thanks to an assist. An assist from player 13, Maelia, I think. Croatia versus Ghana. I thought Ghana would win, but I don't know. They were kind of sluggish, which is crazy because I don't think Croatia has that much energy either. Player 17 on Croatia, Shosik. He shot from so far away. It was so cool. He made a little baby announcement. Cute. And then that goal from Ghana, player 24, Numa, I think, and player 23, Lucasen. How cute. It was 23-24. They made the goal together. I love that. England versus Panama, what a snore. This is the first match I actually fell asleep watching. Something I noticed though with the goalkeeper on England, I noticed this in other matches too, is the gel he has in his hair is so strong. Not a piece of hair moved that entire match. Any match he's in. Jude, blah, 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 proper name, place name, backstory stuff. Ugh, he's so cute. I love him. One thing I do notice about Jude that he does really well is when he gets the ball, he twists or does a pirouette sometimes, but the ball's still under him and moving. Love that. Does Harry Kane only score goals with his head? Is that a thing? It's kind of wild. Canada versus South Africa, kind of boring. I thought it would end in a draw. I just wish South Africa didn't seem so defeated after that goal. Even a couple minutes, you have time. Okay, that's it. So on TikTok, I'm always seeing press interviews and stuff that happens on the field after the match. Where do I watch this? Like, is there a place where I can watch a full press interview? I know they do this for other sports too, but I don't watch other sports. Like, where do people actually watch the full interviews? I hate these penalty shootouts. I feel more anxious for the goalkeeper over the person kicking. I just feel that the person kicking has no excuse. As for the goalkeeper, that metal pole on the net has a better chance of blocking the ball. And why do they do the shootouts so fast? Like, take a beat. After the whistle blows, they like run for it. And are you not allowed to just have one person shoot it? I feel like the people that they picked to shoot the ball weren't even that good. And after 5, you have to go 1 by 1? No. Can't you guys make it like best out of 3? Now for Paraguay, Germany, was the German goalkeeper asleep? Like, his instinct was wrong almost every time. And in the third shot, the ball literally rolled. It rolled so slowly, like, sir. And for Netherlands and Morocco, I could not believe the Netherlands goalkeeper catching the ball and then kicking it in. These own goals are actually going to be the death of me. Oh my gosh. And the players on Netherlands that like didn't kick the ball in, crying into the grass. It is that real, huh? But yeah, I hate this penalty stuff. Like, don't let it get here. Brazil versus Japan. I love Japan's head coach. I knew after that first match when he brought those boards in, like, he was not here to mess around. And that's what I like about Japan. They take everyone on that field seriously. And Japan is great with the ball, but Brazil is just like connected and one with it. They are superb at passing the ball to one another. When I saw player 9, Kuna from Brazil, comforting Tanaka, player 7 on Japan, it was waterworks here. Like, so emotional. I was sobbing. Germany versus Paraguay. That player 10 on Paraguay, Almarion, he is so messy. In that USA match, I will not forget him faking that injury. It was so shocking to me. Germany had so many corners, but Paraguay was like so frustrating during it. Like, so much grabbing and pushing. And even though Germany was like kind of better with the ball, when it was one-on-one, like a German player versus a Paraguay player and the ball, let me tell you, that Paraguay player was fighting for it. They were scrappier maybe, and they didn't make anything easy for Germany. It's almost like they were bullying Germany. In the first goal that Paraguay shot, let me tell you, it went from player 16, then 14, then 10, then 23 was here, but he moved all the way here so 10 could pass it to him. Then it went to player 19. Who got it in with his head. It was incredible. And all of this started from that corner. It took 5 players to execute that goal. Absolutely delicious. In my eyes, player 7, Hertz from Germany, did not score the equalizer. Player 17 from Germany, Wirtz, did. Player 17 from Germany, Wirtz, he shot the ball from so far away with like such precision and power. He didn't need that other player 7 to come in with his head. Actually, I was worried Hertz was going to sabotage the ball. Netherlands versus Morocco. Ugh. Could be like top 5 matches I've watched during this whole World Cup. Like, I really enjoyed it. The first 10 minutes of that match, I was really scared. Like, I was worried they were going to throw punches. What this match actually needed, though, was the ref from Paraguay and Germany. It needed someone running a strict program. I do think the match got friendlier in the second half. More people were helping each other up. Somebody, like, even helping another player stretch. Thank you, computer. I love Morocco's style on the field. Netherlands, of course, I really enjoy as well. But, like, what happened to them being good at passing? Morocco's Canusis, player 23, he's so freaking fast. He has such a good relationship with the ball. He had a great like nutmeg early in the game. And sometimes he'll do this thing where he'll like start, stop, start, stop. I love it. Netherlands had formations, and like sometimes when Morocco would have the ball, they weren't even guarding the players, right? Like they were just guarding the goal. But when Netherlands has the ball, Morocco's team moves as one. They're like a wave. They just aren't as stiff as the Netherlands, if that makes sense. The way they weave the ball to players is really dynamic and interesting. And unexpected. Like, I never know where the ball is going to go when Morocco has it. But this could also be the reason why Netherlands just focuses on, like, defense and the goal and not the players in that moment. Best tackles I think I've seen in any match so far in the World Cup was from this game. People were playing the ball, not the player. Like, they found really great ways to get under the person and kick the ball and not hurt the player. I love that. Okay, that's it. This is a lot. This is a lot. I don't know if I'm built for this. I love a corner kick because of the set pieces it creates, but I hate all the pushing and the grabbing at each other. It gives me such a pit. Everyone is so heated. Like, I'm actually scared. Don't hurt each other. And I don't really understand the rules of it. Like, you can push and grab there, but you can't like push and grab on the rest of the field. And you're not allowed to block the goalkeeper, but like everyone's still in front of the goalkeeper. Like, I don't get it. But it's dangerous. It is very dangerous. Mexico versus Ecuador was exhilarating. The match was so fast-paced from the jump, like, it was such a delight to watch Mexico. They were on turbo speed. I saw somersaults, I saw flicks, I saw stepovers. I saw the fastest feet I have yet to see in this whole World Cup. Mexico discombobulated Ecuador. And the ref was really hot. And I really liked Mexico's goalkeeper's kit. I like the hot pink kits, especially his shorts. They were really, really cute. I loved player 25, Alvarado. I love player 19, Mora. I love player 16, Quinones. I love player 9, Jimenez. I have such a soft spot for player 7, Romo. He seems so friendly and wholesome. I love his energy. He's always laughing, and I feel like he got along with the ref. Okay, for France and Sweden, I tried really hard to focus on France's strategy and their shape when they don't have the ball. What I noticed with France is they don't panic, calm and cool. And when they have the ball, they poof, they're like a bullet forward. Something that I really like about France is when they lose the ball, they get it back again and set up the same exact play. At one point early in the second half, they had this corner and it went from Dembele to Olise and Kundo, I think. And then they lost it and then they got the corner again and they ran the same play. Sweden, are you not paying attention? France also has a tendency to keep the ball on their toe, if that makes sense. Their foot sits on it and then they rotate around it. And that's how they pass it. One thing I really do love is Olise and Mbappe. When they're together, they're a little duo. Do they play on the same team? Outside of this, do duos ever get contracts together? There was a lovely little bicycle kick that Olise did, but it didn't work. Every goal in this match was lovely from France. The second goal was almost too easy. They were literally skating down the field. But the third goal, it went from Mbappe, right? And he was looking across the field at someone. It looked like he was going to pass it forward, but no. He passed it backward to Barcola, and then Barcola passed it to player 11, Olise, and then it got to Mbappe, and he got it in. And it was player 10, 12, and 11 that did this. 10, 11, 12? Isn't that cool? Norway versus Ivory Coast. This felt evenly matched. I did feel, though, that Norway was doing a lot of thinking with the ball, and maybe that's because Ivory Coast gave them permission to think with the ball. They weren't on them. They would have the ball, and they would look around, debating what to do with it. Something that gave me the ick with this team, though, it would wave their hands a lot to signal they're open. Haaland had to do it way too many times. It just shows that they're not connected. You know what I mean? There's no trust. France didn't have to do that. Player 11 on Ivory Coast, Dumonde, he does this thing that Olise does sometimes where he glides and then he does quick feet and then glides. And then player 17 from Ivory Coast, at one point in the match, this ball came down from high up and the first touch was backwards. He did it with his foot, boop. He literally twisted his foot backwards and caught it. It was so cool. There was also another moment, though, where an Ivory Coast player had a really sloppy pass and Haaland caught it with his heel. He booped it. I like when they, do stuff with their heels. I feel that takes a lot of skill. Agbadu, player 15 on Ivory Coast, had an excellent goal. I thought he was going to pass it, but no. He had enough power to just hit it himself, and he got through 3 people to do it. Obviously, what I loved about Norway's second goal was that Haaland kissed player 6, Berg. It was so sweet. But you know who really deserved that kiss? Player 22, Bob. He literally slid to get it to Berg. I know it was last minute, but it still made me anxious seeing that Ivory Coast goalkeeper run out. Also, Haaland is kind of like Superman, where you know how Superman has a lot of power, but he also has a lot of control. He can lift a car, but he can also hold a pencil and not break it. That's how Haaland is. When he tapped and made that goal, that takes so much control. You know what I mean? Okay, that's it. Really excited for the next couple matches. I feel I don't know who I want to win until I watch the game. Kind of depends on how they play, and that's who I end up rooting for. I just want the team that plays well to win.